Alex, what are the main challenges your clients are facing at the moment?
So our clients are facing a number of big challenges, which are very similar to what all leading financial institutions are. Number one, marketers are struggling to keep up with the volume of content creation demands and struggling with marketing productivity. On the other hand, marketers are also struggling with figuring out which content is actually impacting revenue and is effective with their end consumers.
Okay, great. And what do you think will be the biggest shift in the market by 2019?
So I think in 2018, 2019, what we're seeing is there are a lot of disparate solutions and products in the market. Just here alone, you see probably nearly 100 different vendors. And what we're seeing is there's going to be a consolidation of solutions for marketers. So as an example, one of the things that we've done is, so I started a company called Docurated, which we were recently acquired by Corp. And the reason we did that is we saw a lot of needs from marketers around content automation and also a lot of needs around sales enablement. Yet there are a lot of vendors out there that are very good at content automation but don't have a lot of sales enablement. There's some vendors out there that are very good at sales enablement and don't have a lot of content automation. So what we're doing is we're bringing both of those things together. And we're going to see a similar type of consolidation in the market. Number two, I think you're going to see a lot more automation and AI in the market as well. Today, many of the platforms that are here still require a huge amount of work and overhead by marketing departments. We want to do away with that, and actually we're doing away with that through more AI and automation.
Excellent. What untapped opportunities do you see within the industry?
We see a lot of untapped opportunities within the industry to, as I was saying, to bring more automation to existing workflows. So I think the first phase of any sort of digital or software transformation is you create workflows that were done manually, and now you automate. You start digitizing those workflows. The next phase is automation. And then how do you, using AI, machine learning, make all of those workflows far more intelligent and far more impactful? That's number one. I think number two is a lot more sharing of best practices across different departments within financial services. So asset management is doing some really great things that may be relevant to commercial banking, may be relevant to other parts of the business. And today those are separate silos. So I think you're going to see a lot more cross-pollination across financial institutions.
Yeah, great. And then a little bit about TSAM. So how have you found your experience sponsoring TSAM so far?
TSAM has actually been phenomenal. I have to admit I'm actually generally often very skeptical of conferences because a lot of times you have a very large audience and the quality of attendees is very low and you have more vendors than customers. This is my first TSAM, and I would say I've been really impressed both with the quality of the sessions, but also the high level and quality and titles of attendees. It's very focused. You have a lot of serious people here that are actually looking to make investment decisions and are strategic decision makers, which I think is very rare. So I think the size to kind of and format is really, really good.
Okay. So would you say your best bit about TSAM would be the ratio of senior users to vendors?
Senior users to vendors, yeah.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm talking to TSAM.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Do you want to introduce yourself and a little bit about Seismic?
Thank you, yes. So my name is Andy Bailey, and I recently set up the Seismic EMEA office in Moorgate.
Okay, great. Interesting. So we just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about the industry at the moment. So what would you say the main challenges are that your clients are facing at the moment?
Operationally, it's about the effectiveness of their sales and marketing teams, productivity, so being able to do more with less. There are overarching digital transformation objectives, which everyone has, and compliance.
And what do you think will be the biggest shift in asset management in 2019?
I think being compliant is the biggest one that everyone wants to achieve.
Yeah.
That's the aspiration, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they'll get there?
Yes, yeah. Everyone we speak to has got GDPR and MiFID II and all the other goodies nailed. Yeah.
Excellent. And what untapped opportunities do you see in the industry?
For us, as a technology company, it's about being able to help our customers rationalise what they do. So helping them become purely digital and become more productive in the way that they transact with their customers and make more money.
That's what everyone wants.
Shareholder value.
And then we just wanted to ask you a little bit about TSAM whilst we're here.
Yes.
Obviously.
Mm.
So you guys have sponsored us quite a few times, so you're a platinum sponsor. How would you say your experience has been of London 2018?
Well, we're here and we're still a platinum sponsor. No, we think it's a great event. It gives the people we talk to, so our customers, access to each other, but also to all of our peers, other technology partners. And yeah, the content is always interesting. Whenever you go into any of the sessions, you'll see that people are motivated and leaning forward.
Okay, good.
Right?
What would you say the best bit about TSAM is?
The magician.
Excellent. Great.
All right.
Yes. Thank you
No
very
worries.
much.
Thank you.
So we're here with Lindsay from StatPro. Lindsay, do you want to give us a little intro to StatPro?
Sure, yeah, I'm here with StatPro. StatPro are a global provider of portfolio analytics to the investment management industry.
Great, thank you. So we want to ask you a couple of questions about the industry first and then a bit about TSAM.
Sure.
So what would you say are the main challenges your clients are currently facing?
Our clients, I think, main challenges are around the volume and variation in the many different reporting requirements that are placed upon performance and risk teams, and being able to meet all those reporting and analysis requirements that are coming at them from multiple stakeholders.
Okay, great. And what do you think will be the biggest shift in the market by 2019?
I think in terms of the overall asset management market, much bigger move towards multi-asset class investing and a separation between the scale players and the niche players, if you like, broadly the passive versus active players. Then in terms of how that's going to play out into risk and performance teams are going to have to become much more efficient, do more with less, and also meet all those many stakeholder requirements in that changing asset management industry context.
Yeah, and that's what you guys are here to help them do?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And what untapped opportunities do you see within the industry?
So, both broadly within the asset management industry and more specifically within the risk world, I think that machine learning is a huge opportunity that is going to be tapped more and more. You see, for example, on the credit side, analysis of data for forecasting loss experience, and you see that in insurance. And I think you can see much more use of machine learning in the investment risk areas.
And then a little bit about TSAM. So how has your experience been as a sponsor? Obviously you've sponsored us before, and then obviously today, how has it been?
So I've been involved with TSAM for I think 6 or 7 years every year, and that was both with UBS Delta, now with StatPro, with Delta within StatPro, and always it's an interesting mix, having the different streams. It's good to have a choice of content between the streams, and it's always interesting to meet new people and catch up with old faces.
Great. What would you say the number one best thing is about sponsoring TSAM?
The number one best thing about sponsoring TSAM is getting to present our thoughts and our thought leadership about the difficulties and challenges facing our clients and our solutions for them.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Lindsay. It's been great to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we're joined with David from Fiserv. David, do you want to tell us a little bit about you and Fiserv?
Yes, thank you very much indeed, Naomi. We're here today at TSAM with Fiserv. We're a large fintech company based here in London for the international division, and we're involved from all aspects of investment services fintech, from anti-money laundering all the way through to post-trade confirmation and billing applications. And we're very excited to be back here at TSAM.
Great, glad to have you back. What would you say are the main challenges that your clients are facing at the moment?
Oof. Yeah. All the topics that you've covered here today, digital is huge, client onboarding, blockchain, and everything to do with the whole DevOps process and how to enable change to happen quickly. So these are all things that we're seeing, and they're all items that were covered very well in your topics.
Perfect match. What do you think will be the biggest shift in the industry by 2019?
Well, next year. Yeah, well, it's just part of the continual process. I don't think there's going to be a magic wand and everything's going to be changing. Everybody's on this journey to be digitally capable and regulated properly. So.
And then a little bit about TSAM. So obviously you've been with us before. How would you say your experience has been today?
I think it's been really excellent. It's the one place where you can see people from front to the back of the business, and I think I like the location. It's nice and funky, and yeah, the food's been great. The shoe shines are excellent as well. So it's been a really good show for us.
Excellent. If you had to say one best thing about TSAM, what would it be?
I mean, apart from the exhibition side, I think the quality of the speakers that you have here are very good. So every time we come, you learn something.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure.